Okay. Yeah, I had up 5:30 for work. It's now 5, so 12 hours later.
Yeah.
And I'm
Right.
doing this, and then I scrim right after, and then I have to go to the
Yeah. That's
gym,
not bad.
and
And
then
then, and only then, can you consider sleep an alternative.
yes,
Which match is this?
it's the only one you lost.
Okay, so the first one.
Yeah. What was that I just saw?
Yeah, it was not great. I'm well aware.
Beautiful.
Keep in mind, I had
No, no,
not
no, it's
slept.
beautiful.
Basically, I didn't sleep all of Saturday night into Sunday,
That's
so this was like me being super
that's
tired.
progress.
But it definitely was better than it was.
Love that touch. This is really good. Um, so something you can work on is instead of double jumping for this, right? And this is part of your shooting training. This is an
Hmm.
awkward ball, but if you turn your ball cam off even for a split second, you'll see that there's no one in front of you. So you probably have a
Oh
chance to
yeah.
shoot. Um,
Hmm.
the only way for you to know that ahead of time is to see that brown bread is really awkward. You see how he turned away?
Yeah.
So
I
you
actually thought
can,
he was going to keep challenging, but I guess because Taylor must have turned back, that he turned back as well. But I wasn't expecting that.
well, whenever you make this touch, since it's such a simple touch, you can watch your opponents while you make it, right? So you see him turn
Yep.
here, you're like, all right, I'm just going to hit this off the sidewall. And then you see him turn around. So now Taylor misses, she's out of the play, and he's backwards. So you can single jump, arrow a little to the left, and try to score it. But this is also very good, either way. Okay, why do we have so many people close to this ball?
Wolf was slow getting back.
Yeah, this is just not slow getting back. This is just not getting back.
That as well.
So, Wolf, when you see this, you just leave here. Like, you turn your ball cam off, you're third, you made this, let's see it from the beginning, actually. Your positioning. Okay, so you're cheater, boom, go for the ball. All right, you've made your play. You now no longer have a play. I would like to see you probably steal that corner boost. I don't know if it's actually there. If it's not, fine. Um, but the bump was great, so we've looked for our bump and now we leave, like fast. So Beans can go without there being a threat. So we just want to get out of his way and come this way and start padding. And you're full zero, so depending on the play, you might want to turn around, but I really don't mind like a full just go get this and then come back into the play. But it's only okay to do this if we go fast. Like we have to get out and get back in. Flip, use the 24, get this as quickly as you can, use 30 to get back. Go fast. So this is a concept that we talked about last time. Get in, get out as first, as quickly as possible. That way, Beans. This now play now looks scary because you turn back into the play, and this is Fennec's minute. But I just wanted to touch on that, anyways. So just take the corner, just take it. You've already flipped and completely committed for this. You might as well just have 100. There's no reason not to. Then you might feel more comfortable like taking time on this ball as well if you have full, right?
Yeah.
But since you're low, you're like, I just have to bang it, basically.
Yep.
And I really want you to like, so be doing your shooting training and then try to implement it as much as you can. Like take a shot here.
Yep.
And so
That should have been
I
enough.
have like a long shot pack that I'll probably wind up giving you guys this week, so you can start working on your long shots. But I just want it to be on net, or at least closer to the net, so that there's a chance for a double or whatever. And again, if you have 100 boost, when you make this play, you might be able to jump, get over that ball, and score it.
Yep.
We just have to take a slight bit amount of more time. And I think it's like recognition that it's a free ball. So we have to watch our opponents and see what they do. You see he flipped, right?
There.
Yeah, but you see he flipped. That's how you know.
No, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't see the flip until the slower replay.
Yeah, but you have to see the flip though. I guess that's my point.
Okay.
Is that in this situation where you're last man, you're covering the net, you decide not to get to the boost. Now brown bread is the guy you're looking at. We have to see, okay, he flips into the ball. That means he just can't get back to it. Here we also have time because Ted Grundy just drives all the way up there. So you could have even just like waited for the ball to come to you a little more out and then put it in the net. Yeah, and these opportunities are going to be around a lot because at the level you're playing, these guys are not that good at covering threats. Okay. So like whenever me, you, and Beans played together, I cover a lot of threats when I play with you guys. So, and you guys were doing a really good job of it too. You'll see here, they don't do a good job of covering threats. Like their net is open. They're both 0. He drives up the wall. Like he doesn't, like what he should have done is gone like this. Instead of driving up the wall, he should have driven this way to cover any shot that you might try to take immediately. Okay, so that's like threat coverage. Waiting here, maybe driving up off the wall, jumping and saving something. But people in C tier are really bad at threat coverage. So if we take just a little more time on our shots, do our shot packs, train them all week, and then take time on our shots, we're going to find that we're going to score a lot more often. I know you scored a lot this series, but we can score even more. Another free ball. Again, here, just take a little bit more time on this touch. Try to get it moving towards the net. The way you do that is, since you have so much time here, drive a little bit further back and then come up and take the touch straight on. So I think one thing for you this week that I'm already seeing that I'm going to want you to work on, both in 2s and 3s, is try to recognize when you have time. Now, whenever you're playing 2s and 3s, if you try to take time and you get dunked, okay, well then now you kind of put that into your memory bank. You're like, all right, in these kinds of situations, I don't have as much time as I thought, right? But we're just going to stress those moments of really trying to take time with the ball. Yeah, nothing more to say about that. Great challenge. Slow down. We're kind of sniffing Powerwolf here. Once you make this touch, it's his ball. I would just hit the brake. Just hit the brake and chill. Back here. And wait for a play to happen. You're going to be... You wind up getting a follow-up touch. But if this play goes differently... If brown bread doesn't allow him, or if someone on their team is back at all, then...
Yeah, I think I saw right there he had no boost, and so I swung out, kind of hoping for a pass, but that's why I was a little closer than I would normally be, because I saw that he had used up his boost to get up there.
Yeah, it's not a bad play. I would just do it a little slower. So here, boom, great challenge. You don't have to fully kill your momentum, and if you see an opportunity, that's fine. But I would still give him a little more space and play like this. So you can actually play for any bounce. Because especially imagine, this is like, you're playing for what you think is going to happen, and that's great. And you read the play well. But we don't know exactly what touch Powerwolf's going to get. And if instead he had somehow put this high up, we would have already been too close with how fast
Well,
we're going for the ball.
I I would challenge that because I'm in comms with my teammates. I'm trusting that Beans is playing 3 close enough that I can keep my momentum, go out of this play, and leave it for Beans and be third and rotate into third immediately.
That's fine.
Because
But like
Beans
look
is
where
the
we
farthest
are.
back up.
We're almost in their box already. Play this same way, but play it here. And then play for this touch.
Yeah.
Or
Okay,
or
so
whatever. Like
so
go ahead.
the problem is right, we're trying, and the only reason I'm pushing on this is because now I'm getting conflicting information. We want 2 to be up and be ready to play with 1, be faster. So I'm trying to do that to support them faster. I get the don't be as close, but I think until we're consistently being 2 faster, I think trying to pull off is only going to slow us down.
I think
that's the only
I think you're playing too with the right amount of speed. You're just playing it too close.
Gotcha.
So
okay, I follow now.
like it would have been fine, yeah, to just let off the gas here instead of being supersonic the majority of the way up, which is what leads you to getting close. So once you read the play, then start boosting. And like I'm basically here at the exact same time as you. It doesn't make a huge difference if you're here or here. This position just gives you less coverage of the field.
Yeah, the further back gives you a little more position to be able to actually make the play versus trying to make the instant reaction.
100%. And if Powerwolf, because like yes, he's gonna try to mid this for you, but what if he side flipped into this ball instead of front flipped into it, right? So he side flips into it and it goes high up here. This is a better pass anyways, right? And it bounces out to you. And now this positioning that you're in right here is pretty good. But once you drive up here, now look at your angle on the ball. Like we're not scoring. If we're here, we might have a chance to score it if Taylor misses. If not, we can 50.
But you say I'm not scoring, but that was pin on the goal.
You're not scoring. There's a defender there. You're not scoring it. I'm saying you need to be there for the option where you do have a chance to score it. If he makes the touch he made, you're not scoring.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Like if he plays it high for you, then you have a chance to score. What is this view? Here, like this. So they have a guy back post, right? So anything near like this, Taylor's reading this all day.
Yep.
If Powerwolf hits it up high here, and we're just a slight tad bit more back, we do have a chance at an aerial goal. It's just more threatening. So we're playing for more threats. This is really nitpicky. This is really, really nitpicky. It is. But that's fine.
Let me challenge it again. Let me challenge it with what I said earlier, though. I'm positioning myself as 2 in to make a decision. Is this ball playable by Powerwolf to me based on my position? If it's not, then my initial reaction is to immediately get back because that means it's probably in a position for Beans to play because I know he's third and I know he's pushing up.
Yeah.
So as second, I get what you're saying, but I'm also throwing the option out there that I'm setting it up so that Beans also has the capability to make a play if I don't make the play on it and can immediately rotate out and still be in a good position for a follow. That was terrible. We don't want to talk about that there.
Yeah. I think that we're just getting... I think we're like mincing words, I guess. Like, I think you get to the ball at the exact same time, but you approach it slower and cover more options. Okay. Because we will get to the ball at the exact same time. If you just slow down a little bit and watch what he's going to do, now we boost. And we're like very slightly further back, but we have a better angle on the ball. And if we see Taylor hit it away, we also have the option to just not 50 it and just drive up the wall and collect the ball that she hits. Yeah. Right? We're looking for free possession And
Yep.
so in twos, like you're looking for aggression and free plays on the ball, but in threes we're looking for rotations and free possession on the ball. So sometimes just letting your opponent hit it, right? Just play here. Let her hit this ball into, she's gonna hit it like right around here or high up or whatever, and then just like collect it and take it towards the net, or wait for it to come down and then 50 it here. You also want to, Powerwolf just went with 0. You also want to give him at least a split second to start his motion out. Unless we have a completely free shot, but we're not going to. And I think too here you made your decision because you didn't see Taylor. So that's fine as well.
Yep. Yep.
But anyways, let's move off of this and go to this next play. So here, once we're in this position, what do you think?
I need to get out as quick as possible.
Yeah, so once we make this play, this is great. Do this. Boom. Land. We land a little awkward, but that's fine. Just drive down and come this way. Just get out. And wind up over here. Let's see what you do. Yeah, so we stayed on the same side as the ball, and we want to go to the opposite side of the ball. So if once you take this 50, right, once this happens, if the ball stays on the right side of the field, you and Powerwolf want to rotate out this way to now cover space, right?
Yep.
If you rotate into Beans, you're just covering the same space that Beans is covering. Good rotation. Nice. No one's there, unfortunately. Nice. This is good second man positioning, or third man positioning. Into second. This is great. We just don't quite read where he's going to hit the ball, which this will come with time. But he's hitting it to the left. We have the option here too. So since we're third and Beans isn't behind us, I don't mind you pushing up. You can do that. But we also have the option of just waiting until we know Beans is further behind us and just waiting here. And then take this ball. And if he controls it, then you just drive up and challenge him or whatever. Beans has time to get back behind you.
I just landed so awkward there.
It's alright. Where is Wolf? Nice, I like that. Careful with this. So if you're... I guess this is comms. Wolf needs to tell you that he has... Should have been in your net. Try on the bump. Should be back.
No, it was a terrible.
Yeah, it's alright. Yep, like that. Yep, look for this. Good. I would let Beans go here.
Yeah, I intended to, and then when that bump right there happened, it threw off any read of the play that I had.
Since you're both here, your read on the
play.
play would be this. Take this corner,
Okay,
and then look
boost
for
and use
something. There's nobody here.
Yep.
But Beans will have
Yep.
a better angle on this ball than you.
I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
yeah.
Like I said, normally that would be the read I would make, but with the kind of the bump with the opponent and everything that was happening there in that corner at the time, I was like really, I wanted to continue the play, and I wasn't sure what was going to happen after that, because right now I can't see what's happening, so I need the comms to know Beans can continue forward, and I didn't know at that point if he could or not.
So this is your cue to know, okay? Without him having to tell you. You see there's two of them up here, right? So
Mm-hmm.
two of their players are upfield. After you
And then I
make
just
this
saw their
touch,
third.
you beat their third. So to you, that should mean steal boost, let Beans take the shot.
Yep, yep,
That's
yep.
your cue without him
Because
telling
we
you.
right
But I
now
agree with you that
we have a
there's also
yeah
comms.
we have a 2v0 here at this point.
Yeah.
I should know that.
Nice. I like this. Look at you. You're so calm. That's fine. So your job is done here. You're basically forcing. Now you leave. You forced, he banged it away, we leave. Let Powerwolf collect the ball. He'll have a complete
Yeah, I think
he'll have a completely free ball
I
here,
think
right?
yep. I think I even apologized to him that I didn't mean to. I like the intention was originally I was just gonna let it go,
Mm-hmm.
and then I just kind of made an initial decision to just went for it.
Yeah, I got you.
Part of that was also I spawned on that side, didn't know where he was because I had lost track of the play at that point. So
Yeah, and I think this is also a twos thing where in like twos you would like almost never let this ball go because you're last. You would be
yep,
last, right? But in threes,
yeah,
there's generally going to be someone there. And here when you spawn, you know he's definitely not on that 3/4 of the field, so he's definitely in your back right. So
that's
you know
true.
where he is now.
Yep,
Again, this is really hard to do, but I'm just pointing it out to you so you can start looking for it. Is
sure.
recognizing where everybody is on the field, and here you can just
Yeah,
make an inference about where he is, right?
yeah. I have at least enough information to know he's on that half of our side of the field on the right side.
And that he'll be able to deal with whatever that is,
Yep.
because that's just a bad touch, right? If he controls this ball like really well, right? If he's like takes it high and he's air dribbling, you might look to jump and get it off of him. But once he bangs it, yeah, just let it go.
Yeah.
It was a very split second decisions. Oh wow, I've been doing this with you for a while. Okay, let's go to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what are 2 points from that you're gonna work on?
Let's call it give space and control momentum a little better in terms of as second. And then watch the entire field and know where my teammates are.
Okay.
And the opponents, for that matter.
So I wouldn't necessarily say it's. I mean, it is giving space, but what I want you to think of it as is move into the play slow, but then make
Yep.
your play fast. Okay, so in that
Yeah.
situation that we were talking about, we move into the play a little slower, and then we go as soon as we see the
Yep.
opening. That way we're
Changing this.
covering the
Changing.
options. If we
Yeah.
move into the play fast, because I've actually seen you do this a lot. I think when we were playing threes together too, you'll find yourself, and you know exactly what I'm talking
Yep.
about. You'll find yourself right here, basically
Yep.
completely still, because you move into this position. You just move into it too fast. That's it. If you
Yep.
were just here and you were even just at base speed, just driving, then you can jump and
Yep.
make a play with your boost, right?
Give myself more options to control the play versus trying to read the play and instant reaction.
Right.
Yep.
Okay, so let's do beans. Terrifying ball to go for. Probably should be a goal. So here, what I would do is you're just so beat to this. You're so beat. Even if he just drives, you're beat. So I would take this pad, rotate this way, and then cover whatever it is that he's going to shoot. And then take it. But when we're last, we have to cover the net. That's it. So our whole job is last man on defense. Boom, that's fine. You're back post. I would have liked to see, once the ball goes over here, you see that Fennec is back post. So I would drive this way and come back post here. And get behind him. Instead, we get kind of awkward. We're like kind of driving into each other. You almost bump him. Could have been bad. This is fine. Don't leave. Because you know there's no one in the net. So if Fennec manages to hit this ball hard off the corner, right, if he bangs it, like if he just drives and hits it hard off this corner, it might bounce out. And then we can stay and play for whatever that is. Even just stay for this. But since we have possession, we don't want to just leave this play. Mostly just because we have so much pressure. There's no one back for them yet. Good. Try. It's fine. Go for it. So in this situation, we are first man. So our job here is just to dive and get back into rotation. Make a play on this ball as fast as possible, and you can do that in whatever way you want. Like, you can drive straight at it, full boost. You can come up the wall and say, like, I'm going to force you to hit it mid. You can do whatever you want, but we can't. The one thing you can't do is completely stop moving, which we do here. Then it's awkward and like we almost get scored on. So what this does, if you look at it from your teammates' perspectives, is it kills all the momentum of your teammates too, right? So Powerwolf rotates, boom. If you just go here, he can then actually push into front post, like fully confident, and probably hit that ball. But you're just kind of holding up the play here, and then your third man is now just completely motionless in the back post. Right? So imagine you left, Powerwolf's already up, and then Fennec is here to clean up whatever is left, and you're rotating behind them. Keeps the flow of the rotation in place. Great play. Nice. Steal corner, look for bump, close.
That's it. Bad with myself for missing it because I really wanted it.
It's alright, she dodged it.
My demo.
Just try to
Yeah,
leave the play, little nitpicky, but try to leave the play off the ceiling this way.
Yep, yep.
Alright, back to beans. Did you call that you're demoing?
Yeah, I said bumping, demoing.
Okay.
For demo.
So here, just create space. Once you see this, boost back on this pads, on these two, and then turn around for the ball. You have a lot of time. Instead, we try to make a touch and then turn around, and then we're beat. But if we had just boosted back right away to turn around, then we would have had a free ball. I would just wait for the ball to come down to you. You don't have any boost really to make a play. And this touch isn't really going to do much. Because if you want to leave it for Powerwolf, he can just go again. Like, he's full boost. He can always just go again. But if you want to make a play, or if you think you have a better play, then yeah, I would just wait for the ball to come to you. There's no one on you. So yeah, just wait for it to come like right here and catch it. Great. Nice. Okay, you're third. Pads, 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 pads. Good, good, good. Good recognition. I like that. Beautiful. You made enough space. So, Fennec, since you're third, our only goal is guard the net. We can't dive.
Yep.
So if I was you, after this 50 happens, I would just flip for your corner and then play net.
Yep.
This is one of these situations where Beans made an okay play. It just didn't really turn out, and now you're in a 1v3. Sometimes this happens, but we have to guard the net in this situation. And like they might still score, but like at the very least, we don't give them a freebie.
Yep.
Great kickoff. Nice. This is great. This is so good at like recognizing how much time you have and just taking a better angle. So I really like this. Let's see what happens. Did you double jump? Does he double jump?
Looks like this.
So if we're gonna like the single jump is perfect, but then like flip into the ball. Like if you flip into the ball there, you put it high. Unfortunately, we get a bad touch there, but definitely flip into the ball there. Just give yourself that space up in the air so you have time to follow it. Excuse me. All right. So for Beans, I notice your last man a lot, which is fine. But I want you to work on this week recognizing how much time you have on last. Like your opponents aren't very fast. They're not clearing it and following it immediately. They're not air dribbling it all the way down the field. They're just banging it to you. So take your time. Let your teammates either like Fennec is really good at staying upfield and providing a pass for you. Wolf is getting back. Like you have so much time. So experiment with that as third man. Like how much time you have with the ball, and try to make good controlled touches as third.
The timing of Beans popping in at this very moment is hilarious. You're done watching him.
Oh, great.
Like, I have him locked. He's locked. Then,
I have it recorded.
Yeah. That's good.
Nice Powerball. Beautiful back post. Good job leaving the boost. This is fine. Awkward ball. Leave it for a teammate. Good pass. Pad, pad, pad. We're third. Pad. So here, this is third man recognition saying, okay, once you realize Fennec gets that touch, you're like, okay, we now have possession, right? We have full possession. So Beans is eventually going to come back as third, but until that time, we don't want to cover the same space that they... Whoa. I suck at this. Okay. We don't want to cover the same space that they're covering. I suck at this. Jesus. Okay. We don't. Since they're both on the right side of the field, we want to like come over here. So you see now, Beans, he doesn't full rotate. He takes mid because it's available for him. So we can play here, and then Beans can play this ball, or we can cut back if we need to. That being said, I don't also just recognizing that Beans is 0. I also don't mind you staying here. Maybe a little further back. So we have this.
You're talking about Power Wolf there?
Yeah. Power Wolf.
Oh God, my brain.
I know, I'm sorry.
You're good.
Really good. We have 50, but we burn it all for kind of no reason. You can just drive like up this wall. Keep your ball cam on. Drive up the wall. Wait for his touch, and then come down and follow it. A little more patience, guys. Letting your opponents make their touch isn't always a bad thing.
Got it.
Good job covering the net. This is great. Tough. Fennec. Okay, yeah, there's nothing you can do there. Beans.
Nope.
Hope we can just skip this part. That's fine.
You almost were there. I mean,
You do have to wait.
Should I have waited there?
Yeah, you just kind of have to.
Okay. Because I didn't know if like I should have challenged that since Power Wolf was like awkward on the wall.
Yeah, well, you can't challenge it because there's no one else to guard the net, right? Fennec's not back. Powerwolf's awkward on the wall. You're the only one guarding the net, so we just wait for this touch and then save.
Okay.
Like if she,
Okay.
like in this,
Okay.
like if she shoots at top left, like fair play, right?
You're right.
But
Yeah.
this is just for like making this play is literally just you can shoot it wherever you like. Please shoot it anywhere you'd like. You can have the whole net. Right. But if we play here, it's going, I'm already covering all of this. So you better put it over here and you better put it high. Otherwise, I'm saving it, right?
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, and you'll see like if you watch some of the higher level lobbies, watch how they cut angles. They'll just they don't have to always challenge or cover the whole play. They'll just cut off your angle. So for example, like whenever someone has the ball and they're like driving it down the field this way, they won't even challenge. They'll just like follow them at a shallow angle, just saying like, you're more than welcome to take it to my corner, but if you take it towards my net, then I'll challenge you. Right?
Okay.
It's just cutting off angles. And so here you would just go, all right, I took my corner. I'm going to play my back post. You now only have this option to shoot it.
Okay. Okay. That makes sense.
Swap through slower, so it's not as much of an aneurysm.
It's kind of painful, not gonna lie. So on those kind of balls right there, where like it comes across field with both players, like both teammates on the same side, is that the smart play to turn and like cut, so to speak, like not short rotate, but like not, I don't know how to explain.
Who is
that.
short rotating? What player are you talking
Well,
about?
me. No, I'm talking about me in this situation right here. So like since the ball, I went for the ball, it hit to the left side, and they were both on that side, so I rotated opposite side.
This is perfect. This is perfect third man. Third man follows the play. Right, so since it's on the left side of the field, you're luckily already on the right side, so all you have to do is turn up. it would be a mistake for you to do this
And come
and
play the
be in a
same side
straight
as
line
them.
as them,
Yeah.
right? So
Because
Okay,
the
yep.
if a 50,
and this is
go ahead.
I was going to say this is something Day said earlier before you hopped in, too, is that right? You want to cover the part of the field that's not covered right now, which as third man, you're covering that part of the field, which is the right side of the field that's not covered by the two of us being on the left. So you did great. That's exactly as third what you want to do.
And
there.
so notice how you're
Okay.
dead center, but your nose is pointed to the right.
Yes.
So you're covering all of that. But if Ted Grundy hits it back,
Left.
we just turn.
Okay.
Now we're covering
So
all
is that
this.
the right play?
Yes. This is perfect.
Okay.
This is like actually perfect. This is what we
He's
want
trying
to
to
look
tell
like.
you did great. Accept the compliment.
And then
No, I was
I'm
just curious because I didn't
I
know if
know.
like you were meaning like if I needed to be like a different angle for that.
no, this is a great angle because for example, if your car was facing this way, if it got hit that way, you would have to go like this.
A full like 180
So
almost.
Yep.
the direction your nose is pointing matters a lot. And since
Okay.
you're pointing it in a way that you can just switch, you're playing a perfect third, right? Because
Yep.
you're covering the whole field, but prioritizing the space that your teammates can't cover.
Okay.
Okay, so the nose direction is like what I'm prioritizing, and then the positioning of your car is I'm third man, and then the shallow angle is I'm giving myself options.
Okay. Okay.
So Powerwolf, you play this really well. You come into the play nice and slow. We're not in a rush. Boom, try to make a play on the ball. That's fine.
Beans
Once
touched
you
off the wall.
once you
Hell yeah.
realize that this touch is happening, we don't have to jump.
Because you already beat.
Yeah, we are already beat. So you have a couple choices. You can either call Beans onto the ball, like Beans, that's you, and then just take this pad lane and like rotate right behind him and get ready to come back in, or follow this ball, beat him, pinch it off the wall or something, try to get it mid for Beans to be able to shoot. Okay, now for the last like 10 minutes, I want to just talk about defensive rotations.
Yeah.
Well, this is the game that we got smoked on, isn't it?
Yep. This is the first one.
Oh God! Of course
So
you had to
this
do
is
this one.
right before they have 3 shots and a goal, right? So let's
Yep.
see what
Yeah.
breaks down.
That's probably me.
Oh no, This was the one we were on stream, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh God, this first game was rough.
It looks like this is when the transition begins. This is
To
when
go to
this
shit?
is yeah,
Yeah.
this is when you're going to be on defense for the next like minute and a half.
Yep, and I had just got bumped, so I know I gave a call out. I'm bumped. I'll be back slow.
So Beans, good play. This
Then
is
I'm
fine.
dead. I'm really out of the play.
All right, so how are we going to rotate now? We're very spaced out.
Big
So,
triangle.
Powerwolf, you're cutting across the field way too hard. We
Should have.
almost immediately leave back post. So this line that you see, this like dotted line, is your back post line, right? You guys see that?
Yep.
So we want to stay. You can play up this high, but you need to be behind,
Stay behind that.
line, so that way you always have the option of turning back over here. Once you do this, this is very awkward positioning.
Okay. See it.
Now you're like, oh wait, yeah, I can't go for the ball because Fennec is on it already. If we had just been here, it wouldn't have mattered what Fennec does.
Should have been in position. Yeah.
And then we're here for the ball. Hopefully Fennec doesn't hit it again. Now Beans,
I don't.
let's
What
see
transpired
you did.
after that? What did I go? Yeah. What did I fuck up here?
So this is fine. You rotated perfect. Yeah, that's fine. Go into the net for a moment. Try not to kill your momentum in the net. Like, do a circle in there.
Okay.
Oh, this was the thing, yeah. You stopped yourself right right here. And
Yeah, I
didn't
played.
go as first man. You played too passive as first man there because you became first man on defense. You needed to apply some sort of pressure to this ball.
Yeah, so you guys are actually rotating good here. Fennec goes back post, but Beans, since you don't dive this ball, I want you to see what happens to the momentum of your teammates.
Okay.
They're both sitting completely still.
That checks out.
So as first, you see Fennec leave, right? You can approach this ball however you want. You can go up the wall. You can just full boost and dive it. It doesn't matter. But if you just go, imagine now what happens to the rotation, right? If you just dive the ball, Powerwolf continues to drive forward and probably makes a play on the ball. And if he misses, Fennec is behind him, also still moving.
Okay. Okay.
And
That
then
makes sense.
you get ready for the next wave.
Okay. Okay.
So as first, our primary goal is don't clog the rotation. Get on the ball, get in, get out. So on the defensive side, it's no different than the offensive side, right? As first, we want to get in the play and then get out of it and get behind.
Okay.
On defense, that does not change. The biggest difference with the defensive rotation is that third actually has to like not move sometimes.
Yep.
And
just play
sit
long.
right
And if
here.
you, I'll say this: if you ever watch Sosa play as third man, he will literally sit and wait, and it is the coolest thing to watch because you're like, "Oh, that's okay. I can sit and wait, and I'm okay with that." Okay, like it really does. It's crazy to watch him do it, but he'll do it all the time, and it's good.
The other option we
Right.
have here, and this is higher level, which I want you guys to be able to start implementing, is once he sees that Beans is going and that Fennec is going back, since we're still back post, we have this option.
Yep, backboard.
He comes backboard, waits for you to chow. This ball gets hit up high, free ball.
Boom, boom, or bang.
Right? So as
Bang.
second, we don't have to just. This is another big difference between defense and offense, right? Second is a support man. Here, we're still wanting to just guard net, just like third, but we have to sort of optimize positioning. And so being on backboard really does cover all of the high options and then lets this guy have the whole net to himself. He just gets to cover everything, but he doesn't have to stop moving as much because you came up here. So like if you come up here and this ball goes low and he knows he's back post, he can't just sit here, so he's momentum's going to carry him to challenge whatever's low down here. So he never really fully stops moving, which is why we like a backboard player as well. But yeah, the big mistake here was just clogging the rotation as first.
Okay.
And then it's going to come back on us here soon. Oh wait, those orange ones are actually saves from them, so I misinterpreted
Hello,
that.
likewise.
There's no shots.
Hello. Is a scrim happening?
Sorry, what'd you say?
He
Is
said,
a scrim happening?
Yeah, I believe so.
"My man sounds like he just woke up to my nap."
Well, I did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your voice is deeper than normal,
Well,
which is
I'm also on my phone,
oh,
so
got you.
I'll be there in a second.
Alrighty. Okay. Powerwolf rotates back post. Beans, that's fine. Good play. Nice. Our defensive rotation is pretty decent. We're honestly rotating really well, like this.
Until, yep, that was good too. Good job, Beans. Good recognition.
Yeah, so that's
And then
we had talked
And
about.
then we
that.
don't talk about that. Yeah, we don't talk. Me.
Flip into this ball, Beans.
Okay.
Get it high.
Yeah, you had mentioned that. You mentioned that on when you were watching him as well.
Fennec, we go past back post here.
Yeah, I saw it when I was watching.
And we don't have...
Just a
The
second
only reason you
ago.
can't leave is because you don't have possession. So we can still drive forward, but only over here.
Yep.
So we
yep.
can still
that
turn.
Same line we were talking about.
Yeah.
Yep.
But now
Like
you're
in this
super
instance, if
awkward.
you were back post, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I see
So
that.
Unfortunately, as third, I played more of a second man role in terms of playing best case scenario. I did not cover for worst case.
In order to keep
And
momentum, we can also do this. Like, it's okay to leave back post if your intention is the circle back.
Yep.
Okay.
And I've done that a number of times. Maybe not in this game, but I do that. That's one thing I do.
As long as you know you have time. If they're immediately shooting, obviously
Yep.
you shouldn't be doing the circle.
Correct. I'm gonna leave my back post so they can have a free shot at goal. Yep. Best way to play.
Okay.
Uh,
Let me...
It really was not that bad, all things considered. It's just small things to continue to work on.
Yeah, I would say...
But
I would say they're big mistakes. So it's like, for example, not full committing is first and completely clogging the rotation. It may seem like, oh, it's not that big a deal. It is. And the higher up, like the better competition you get, the more they'll punish you for it. Because they'll notice that first is going slow, they'll take time in the corner and then execute a really good pass. You want to force them fast. So, yeah, I guess you could say it like feels small watching the replay, but only because they're not punishing you
immediately. Like they would at a higher level.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I didn't actually mean little. I just meant that they're quick decision type of things that are happening in most situations, where the correct decision is just making a different decision than we made.
I think they're habits right now.
Yeah, that's
so which is why you're instantly making the decision, because it's a habit. So like, for example, leaving back post as third is a habit. Not playing the net as third is a habit. I would say our third man is probably our worst as a team right now. We're rotating fine, but once we get into third, we kind of like don't know what to do with ourselves, so we leave. But we don't realize that we just don't have to do anything. And that we want to make sure, like, when we're third man, our thought should be like, does this ball have any chance of going into my net, and am I gonna save it if it does? Right. So like, diving them when you're in a 1v2 probably isn't the best choice until we start to read the plays better. I mean, diving sometimes is fine. I won't say it's never okay. But we got to play a lot of 1v1 to learn that skill. So if like, I would recommend probably play some ones games, and focus on, like, when you play them, don't just be like, all right, I got to win this ones game. Like, focus on the defensive side. Really focus and just be like, when can I challenge? And be hyper focused on watching their car. I want you guys to get better at like watching your opponent's cars. 'Cause they'll tell you when you can challenge if you watch them.
Okay.
But yeah, let's focus on our third man this week for sure. Whenever you guys scrim and stuff, and go into the scrims, talk about what you want to work on before, and then, like, I do not care if you lose 8-0, as long as we're actively working on learning a new skill, which is not leaving our back post as third. Like, if it requires us to just sit there for an extra 3 seconds every time we get there and they, score or whatever, like, I don't care. We need to just learn to stay there. Learn to move up the field properly, not just leaving the back post. But yeah, go ahead.
The little thing on your right hand side with like the Like you said, that was like in Bacchus mod?
Right.
The controller overlay.
No.
Oh no, the notes thing. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would like to figure out how to do that.
So
Like
it's
what?
the notes plugin.
I'll find you the
Can you
plugin
just
ID
like
right now.
not move? There we go.
No.
Okay.
That would be too easy.
So yeah, the notes plugin, and then I would put. So number 1, number 2, number 3 is going to be first, second, third man. So it's going to be
Okay.
number 1 is going to be get in and get out fast.
Seven. Launch failed. Fucking get out of here, Epic Games. Okay. Notes. Okay. Okay.
So I will. I'll screenshot this for you.
Okay.